Hello, hello, hello. That last one sounded kind of flirty, didn't it? Hello. How you doing? Anyway, howdy, 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 and welcome to People Are Stupid. This is part 3. Um, I keep trying to tell myself not to say Stop it. Anyway, welcome to People Are Stupid, and they are. Um, Not everybody, of course. I'm not saying y'all are stupid. Well, maybe some of you are. I don't know. No idea. Pretty much I can tell when people make comments on my videos and stuff, I can tell which ones are stupid and which ones aren't. It's like night and day. Anyway, before we get into the humor, el humor, right? I don't even know what the word for humor is in Spanish. I guess I've never had the necessity to use it. Anyway, see, so one of you people, I'm gonna find out who you are. There, man. Where's my? There it is. See, look, no boogers. I mean, anyway, before we get into the humor part, I just want to say part of the inspiration for this series. You know what? I thought I fixed my hat. Apparently not. There we go. Now it's straight. I think I have a lopsided head or something because nothing ever fits right on both sides. Yeah. Anyway, before we get started, shut up, Kevin. Get to the point. Okay. Before we get started, I want to say something serious. That I really think that there is an epidemic in the United States. There's an epidemic of stupidity. You know, we've advanced technologically and all that stuff, but we've digressed as far in the areas of common sense, morality. You know, we've raised a generation of people that don't have any critical thinking skills. They go to college, they go to school, they're taught evolution, they're taught a bunch of liberal BS. Our colleges are a lot to blame for the stupidity in America right now. Our colleges, television, social media, people have just become a bunch of sheep, become a bunch of brainless zombies that just believe whatever they hear on TV, on social media, on the internet. They have not developed the skill to think for themselves, to dissect things, to analyze things, to think critically, because they've been so warped by a bunch of hogwash and lies and non-factual information. They've taken things that are known to be false and taught them as fact in our schools. They're known to be false by anybody that has half a brain and has done any research and looks at it objectively and not with a predisposed slant towards the information. So we've raised a generation of dummies. We've raised a generation of feminized men, soft society. We've gone from men being leaders and true manhood to get in touch with your feminine side. Oh, bite me. Bunch of pussies say that stuff. I ain't got no use for that kind of crap. No use for it. I'm old school and I don't make any apologies for it. Apologies. I don't know what I said before. I don't apologize for it, yo. So yeah, I believe that there's a distinction between men and women, and men should be men, and women should be women, and women shouldn't try to be men. And men shouldn't try to be women. All this transsexual bullshit. That's just perverted, man. I don't care. You know, if you get pissed at me, whatever. Because it's perversion. It is not natural. Like I've said before, can two people of the same gender have a baby? Can they procreate? No. Shows you right there it's not frickin' natural. You dipshits that believe in that stuff. Yeah, I've got an attitude today. I'm going to make another video later about how our country has become like this. So anyway, this is not supposed to be a serious video. So that's just to preview what's going to be coming later today. So if you're already pissed off, you might not want to watch it. Because you're really going to be pissed off by the time I get done. Because I'm not holding anything back. YouTube may take it off, but by the time they take it off, people are going to have seen it. And hopefully it'll wake some people up. Anyway, let's get on with the show. What I've got today is a compilation of pictures of people doing stupid things. I think you'll find them rather humorous. I hope you do. I did. So that's why I'm sharing them with you. Because I thought they were funny, and hopefully you find that they're funny as well. All right, let's get into it. Picture number 1. What kind of an idiot rides in the back in the trunk? Do you realize what would happen if all of a sudden the vehicle had something like run out in front of it, like a deer or a dumb YouTube creator or something, you know? Although that person actually happens to be riding in the back. But what if something came, you know, whatever it is, you know, vehicles in front of them stopped really fast, or something ran out in front of them and just out of reflex, all of a sudden they hit the brakes? Or let's say they had to stop really quick and the vehicle behind them didn't have time to brake. It cut those bodies right in half. Of course, there's one of them we wouldn't mind losing, but anyway. Yeah, not the brightest bulbs in the box by any means. All right, picture number 2. Again, we see the same kind of thing. He's on the side of the vehicle with his left foot on the bumper, hanging on to the trunk. Again, can you say stupid? Yeah. And I wonder if it's the same guy, because it looks like he has the same clothing on. I don't know. But what a moron. Yeah, but that's kind of what we would expect from him, isn't it? All right, the next one I think is the most stupid one, because I do not like heights. You're up there rock climbing like that on a skinny ledge like that. You've got to be crazy. You've got to be crazy. You could pay me $1 billion and I would not go up there and do that. Because $1 billion is not worth losing your life. And people actually do stupid stuff like this. You know, people try to climb without any safety measures. I remember when I was living in Billings, Montana, I had a guy that he was up climbing the rocks, and there were some, I think, county workers there working on something, and he wasn't that far from them. He was climbing up on the rim rocks, which are on the north end of Billings. And all of a sudden, they saw him lose his grip, and fall. They heard him scream, and then a big thud as he landed on the rocks below. Of course, it killed him. It's like, yeah, was that really worth your rock climb there, buddy? Yeah, heck with that crap. All right, this next guy. Oh, he's in for a bang. He's welding, and everything's hitting the fuel canister, fuel tank. Now, I don't know if that would be enough to get through the metal, exterior and ignite the gas inside. But yeah, it's still not the brightest thing to do. You'd think someone would pay more attention, but some people are just stupid. This next one, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people on a motorcycle. The gal on the back carrying one baby in a bucket and another one like a papoose. Jeffy Papoose. Well, that might be an idea for a new series. Yeah, this is not. Oh, wait a minute. There's more than that because there's 3 in front of the driver. I thought there was only 2, but you can see another head in back of that second head. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people on this motorcycle. What happens if you have a tire blow? You run over a nail. It's just unimaginable to me that people are really this stupid. But this has got to be one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. Crazy. This next one. Same thing. It's got a bunch of crap in the back of this pickup, and this dumb idiot is standing on the tailgate trying to hold everything from being sliding out. I don't know. To me, it looks like there's enough room to close the tailgate. Use some bungee cords or rope. I'll do that 100 times over than standing on the back like that. There's all kinds of bad things that can happen. Really bad things. But, it looks like it's the same guy in all these pictures, and we know he's an idiot, so it don't surprise me. All right, this next one. I think somebody's about to lose a tree. Now, it doesn't say what the limit is, because a lot of times these signs will say, like 13 feet, 8 inches or whatever like that, It doesn't have that. But looking at it from this angle, plus riding back like that with the hatch open, not the brightest of ideas. No. Bye-bye, tree. It's going to scare the crap out of the guy once it hits that, because he can't see what's coming up. He's got that latch open, and so he's not going to be able to see what's about ready to hit. All right, his next one. Guy going down the highway, steering a motorcycle with his feet, and not even with shoes on, with these cheap-ass flip-flops. Yeah, these are the kind of people that you read about on the news the next day. as they're splattered all over the highway. I mean, ugh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Man, oh man. Oh, stupid. All right, this next one. Hey, let's sit down and take a little rest underneath this balanced rock that, Murphy's Law says will become unbalanced pretty soon. Because you know how that works. You have a rock in place, been there for 1,000 years, and all of a sudden, one day, it just decides, you know what, I feel like moving. It rumbles down the hill and smashes somebody. All right. This next one's pretty stupid, too. All right, now, you may be okay as long as the driver doesn't have to stop very quickly. But if all of a sudden, now it's a wooden ladder, and probably wouldn't do as much damage as a metal ladder, but you never know because it could splinter and cut your throat. I mean, this is just not bright because people don't realize how much velocity. Copper, come on, get out here. Come here. Come here. Get out here and lay down and stop it. He's being a turd. That's a good dog. You just lay there and quit making noise. He's over there. Oh, I don't know if you could hear him. He's over there. Oh. He doesn't like it when I get on the phone or get on the microphone. I don't know why. He's developed this thing where he just starts whining and being a poop head. Anyway, speaking of poop head, this guy, if the driver has to stop really quick, there's a lot of force, especially if they're going 50, 60 miles an hour. If they have to slam on the brakes, that thing is going to be thrown forward with such velocity. People don't realize the force, especially if you're going if you're on the freeway going 65, 70 miles an hour. You're going to be hurting for certain. Now, this next one, not everybody has all of the garden tools that they need. And some people don't own a rake. So, if you don't own a rake and you don't own one of those leaf sucker things or whatever they are, they've got those that can it's a leaf blower and a leaf sucker. You can attach a bag to it. And so if you don't have that, what's the next best thing? Well, a long extension cord and a vacuum cleaner. That will get your yard spotless. Oh, I cannot believe this. Just totally blows me away. I just cannot believe that somebody would be out. What are they trying to pick up with the vacuum cleaner? I don't understand. Dog poop? Maybe it's dog poop. I don't know, but whatever it is, that's just crazy. That is just crazy. This next one is why Jeffy Poo doesn't get a lot of dates. Self-explanatory. She's like, next. Yeah. Anyway, for those of you who don't get it, you'll just have to not get it because I ain't going to explain it. All right. This guy, I'm thinking this is probably outside Costco or another, place like that where you can buy stuff in bulk. Now, if you can't tell what that is, that's like a, I don't know what they call it, not a flat, but maybe it is. I don't know. But it's the stack of eggs. So all I can say is, I hope he was planning on cooking them scrambled, because that's all he's going to have. And he's also going to have some messy jeans, because there's going to be egg yolk all over his butt. All right, next one. Now this is really smart. Hook your bike to a pole where you can just slide it right over the top. I mean, now at least if you hook the bottom part around it, or they would have to lift the bike, that would make it a little bit harder to steal. It probably wouldn't stop them from doing it, but it would make it more obvious if somebody's out there, the thing's hooked to the thing and somebody's lifting it up. Whereas somebody, just going out there with like it is like there, they just think it's the actual owner coming and getting the bike. He slides over the top, wraps it over the handlebars or whatever, and takes off. At least this person did have a secondary safety mechanism, is that they had a scarecrow mounted on the seat, which would scare most people away. The only thing that it wouldn't scare away would be like other scammers at the same level of evil and deception and liars. Other than that, most people would see that and run. Ah, scream, scream, scream. Yep. Yeah. Now, and I wouldn't blame them. Wouldn't blame them. All right, now let's take a look at some quotes. I think were pretty good, honestly. I like this one. Life is hard. It's even harder if you're stupid. Boy, ain't that the truth. Ain't it the truth? Ain't it the truth? What was that, Snagglepuss? Said like that? Ain't it the truth? Ain't it the truth? Yeah, life is hard. It's even harder if you're stupid. All right, this next one has a lot of truth to it. Wisdom doesn't really come with age. A moron doesn't become a wise man when he grows old. He becomes an old moron. Boy, now there's another one. It's the truth. That is so true. Some people just never learn, We can think of a couple of examples of that right off the bat on YouTube. Yeah, they just become an old moron. I like this next one. The two most common elements in the universe are hydrogen and stupidity. Another true statement. All right, next one. The fact that jellyfish have survived for 650 million years without brains gives hope to many people. Now, I don't think they've been on Earth 650 million years. I think the Earth's about 6,000 years old, according to the Bible. But it still makes a point. Because we know some people, we all know some people that have survived without brains. All right, next one. And this pertains more to the younger generation because they're the ones that are more into apps and games and stuff like that. Did you see, what is that, a Nintendo controller, I think? No, I've never had any. I've never had a PlayStation, never had Nintendo, never had any of that stuff. Xbox. Maybe if we tell people the brain is an app, they will start using it. That really so pertains to this generation, doesn't it? This society today, it sure pertains to them. Everybody's always, I mean, you go everywhere, everybody's on their phone, you know. There's no interaction between people anymore because people are always on their phone. All right, next one. Don't worry about what other people think. They don't do it very often. Oh, so true. So true, so true. They don't think. All right, and this is for us older codgers. Back in my day, we didn't have as many don't try this at home warning labels on things because people weren't so freaking stupid. And actually, there were probably just as many stupid people back in our day. They just weren't as advanced. They've reached a new level with this generation, let me tell you. All right, this one is what I had in one of my videos the other day, which I thought was really good. It says, common sense is not a gift, it's a punishment, because you have to deal with everyone who doesn't have it. Wow. Nothing truer could be said. Well, maybe there probably is, but this one's pretty good. All right, next one. Don't fear artificial intelligence, fear natural stupidity. Yeah. Yeah, actually, there's some things to fear from artificial intelligence, I believe, the way it's advancing, but you're probably still more in danger of encountering someone who is naturally stupid. All right. This one. The most common cause of stress nowadays is daily contact with idiots. You know, and it's funny, but yet at the same time, it has a lot of truth to it because, yeah, you know, I think that particularly pertains to YouTube. You know, I'm not saying it pertains to YouTube more than anything else, but, you know, you probably encounter more idiots on YouTube every day than you do. I know I do. I don't really encounter many idiots in real life, every once in a while, but for the most part, of course, I don't hang around stupid people either. All right, here's the last one. Definition of, and apply this to Jeff Sheep. All right. I just now popped into my head just reading this. This really pertains to Jeff Sheep. It's a definition of stupid. Knowing the truth, seeing the truth, but still believing in lies. Isn't that what we see? I've presented the truth so many times. I've proven it. They know it. But yet, they still choose to believe Jeff's lies. No matter what I present, you've still got people that are so... I don't even know what adjective to use with them. Brainwashed, stupid, idiotic, moronic... dumb as a rock, dumber than a box of rocks, dumber than a brick, dumber than a fence post, more stupid than a powerful locomotive. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's an idiot. All right. Yeah. Boy, don't we see it? Don't we see it? There's less reflection that way. Shoot, I look good either way, man. I wish. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. I tried to make it as funny as I could, but stuff just wasn't flowing for me this morning like it does. Of course, it's almost 9, so I should be fully engaged by now. I've been up since 4. I really wish I could sleep in, but my body just won't. I get up 4 o'clock, go to the bathroom. So many times I've tried going back to bed, can't go back to sleep. And of course, nowadays, if you ask for any kind of sleeping meds, they act like it's heroin or cocaine or something. It's like it's some really, really bad narcotic. So anyway, I try to do the best I can. And anyway, hope you enjoyed it. And look for another video coming out later today or tomorrow. I don't know. I've got a lot of stuff to do today, so I actually I might get to it, but might not get it finished until tomorrow, but we'll see. I shall try to get it out later. I think you'll really enjoy it. If you're a conservative, you'll enjoy it. If you're a liberal, stupid moron, pinhead, geek, doofus, butthead scumbag, and all the other adjectives, you won't like it. So don't watch it. If you don't like it, don't watch it.